because I always felt like COVID robbed me of my academic years. I just didn't get the motivation of why I'm willing to go through these years for this degree.
Bulumko, you just swallowed your pride and went to a government school.
I want to do Matric again. Please give me a chance.
Hi guys, welcome to the village. My name is Boni. I create content around careers, education with a dose of reality check. Today we have something different. We have Bulumko, Ubulji that decided, I don't like dentistry. Okay, I'm gonna go back to high school and redo my matric for the entire year. Ukuze afeze phela idream yakhe yokuba yini udokotela ugqirha. Yes, Xhosa. That's all he wanted to do, to be a medical doctor. And he thought, you know what, let me just go and redo my matric. The reason we are doing this today, I know some people are familiar with my result, they are not happy about the results, but maybe they are scared. Or some of you are just scared to tell your parents, because you know what, I don't want to go and study. So parents, this is also for you. You might be a parent of someone who is thinking of redoing their matric, or you might be someone that just wants to redo their matric, but you are already working, you already have a job. I know, guys, there are people, they will tell you, they are not even in university. They are done, they are working, but they just feel like, actually, if I can just go back, redo my matric, I can do so much better in life. So guys, this is why we are here today. Bulumko is a second year medicine student from the University of Stellenbosch. Let's welcome him to the village. Hi Bulumko, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you, sis?
Right. Hi, angena usisi wakho mina ngumma wakho.
Mama. Yaphila mama unjani wena?
Ndiyaphila. Mamela, ngihamba ne-village la. I'm not on my own, so you need to greet our village.
Hello, village.
Bulumko, thank you so much for making this time to have this chat with us. It's very important. It's the beginning of the year. A lot of people, they are confused. They don't know what they have to do. Tell us, did you always want to become a doctor?
Actually, no. But I feel like it always came back to that point of being a doctor, because I also wanted to be a lawyer, but then again I come back to being a doctor. Then I changed to an accountant. Then I come back to being a doctor. So it always came back to that point. But I at some different times I also had different career choices, but it always came back to that point. So I don't know how to answer that question. Besides saying that it always came back to that point. So I would say that I've always wanted to become, but I used to change it here and there.
Oh, so you're a bit unsure, you know. So when did you
Yeah,
do your matric? Your first matric, which year was it?
2020. 2020 was
Okay.
my first year.
So okay, so 2020, that's when you did your matric, and then you got your results in 2021.
Yeah, 2021. I think we got our results around February. Yeah, so I got
Okay.
my results then.
Please take us through that day when you got your results. How did you feel about your results, your matric results?
At that point I was also excited because we got our results so late, because it was in February, because of COVID delayed our results also. So it was so late. We had been waiting for about 3 months, because we finished writing like early December and we got our results in like February. So that was a long time. So I was with
Right.
my sister and my mom. Yeah, I was with my sister and my mom, and at 12 o'clock we got the message that I had gotten a bachelor pass. And it was like kind of weird, because I knew that, okay, like I'm happy that I got a bachelor pass, but like I need more, because I wanted to get into dentistry. Like I needed more to. So I was a bit worried about that, and we tried messaging those codes for them to give you the detailed results, but it was delaying,
Right.
and I decided to sleep. So while I was sleeping, like my sister continued trying to get the results and to see, because now we were starting to worry because we thought that, okay, maybe there's
Mm.
just no distinction here. Okay, so it's starting to get real because there's no distinction, and I don't think I'm gonna make it for dentistry. But around 3 a.m., my sister came screaming and woke me up and told me that, okay, here are your marks. They just released your results right now, so you can see that
Right.
uh, what distinctions you have. And I had like a couple of distinctions. I was so happy at that
Mm-hmm.
moment. I screamed. I was so happy
Okay.
at that moment. Yeah.
You still remember the subjects that you had distinctions for?
Yeah, I still remember them. It was life sciences and
Right.
languages. Yeah, life sciences
And
and
languages.
languages, and the
Okay.
rest were like level 6. Yeah,
Okay. How was your maths?
my ma- my maths. I don't remember like the percentage, but like writing the test, the exam, it was fine. I was happy because, as I'm saying, like all the other subjects were around that level 6 mark. So I
Okay.
don't remember the detailed what percentage it was, but I know it was around.
Okay.
I was satisfied at that point. Let me say,
Okay. Okay. So level
yeah, I
six
was.
is your B's. So you were around 71%, basically. I think that's what level six, right?
Yeah.
At that point, you had decided you are doing dentistry. You didn't. You are not into medicine now, right?
No, yeah. As I was saying, like about medicine, it was a point of coming back, then leaving it. So at that point in time, I was in a point of leaving it. I didn't even apply for medicine the first time. I wasn't even thinking about medicine.
Okay. In high school, obviously, 2020, it was tough for everyone, especially someone who's doing matric.
Yeah.
How did you find the year for you? Did you think you would have done better if it wasn't for COVID? I don't even need to ask you. I think you would have done even better.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that was my biggest concern because I always felt like COVID robbed me of my academic year. So I always had that thing in me that, no man, COVID, as much as I did good, and my family was happy, but I always had that thing that COVID robbed me of my academic year. I was actually gonna do way better than this, but obviously that's not something I used to tell people. That's something I used to sit alone
Mm.
with and think about it. That, no, I wonder how I would have done if it was not for COVID, because COVID was challenging.
I can just say you were a bright kid. I can just you were a super bright kid. If it wasn't for COVID, I really think you
Thank
would
you.
have gotten your A's. Guys, please don't
Thank you.
forget to like and share this video and leave any questions or compliments for this young man. Very ambitious young man that we have here today for our village. Now, look, Bulumko, I want to know, how did your parents feel? Okay, how did you come to the decision of dropping dentistry? How did that come about?
Okay, so initially I feel like, since it was COVID in 2021, still it was COVID at the beginning of the year, yeah? So I feel like
Mhm.
it helped me a little bit because we were studying on offline. I mean, we were studying online, yeah. So we were studying
Right.
online. So you needed a lot of motivation to study online, and
Mhm.
that's a point where you would see if you actually want to do this, because now no one is forcing you to do anything, no one is reminding you, it's you and your degree that you chose. So, and we also had a lot of time, so like I had a lot of self introspection, and I just didn't get the motivation of why I'm willing to go through these years for this degree, because I would just get so sad when I realized how passionate my friends were. Not that I was jealous of them, I was just sad, like on my behalf, that why am I not like these people? These people are always in the mood of studying. They like want to push through this COVID
Mhm.
thing to get this degree, but like I didn't have the excitement within me, like to push for this
Okay.
degree, and I didn't feel like I would be happy with it. Yeah, so I
Okay.
just, yeah, just decided to stop.
Okay. So when did you stop? Did you go through your first semester? Or when did you decide to stop?
Yeah, like around about the end of the first semester, I'd say, yeah. Around about the end of the first semester. Also, I went to like second semester, but obviously I didn't do so well in the first semester. So there were modules were that require you to do well in first semester for you to do. Like, I mean, what
Okay.
am I saying? Like, there are modules that require like prerequisite modules for you to be able to do
Yes.
them in second semester. So I didn't
Okay.
do that well in first semester. So I wasn't able to take some modules, but I was able to take some. So second semester, I just did those modules that I was able to do, but I already made the decision in my head that okay, I do not want this, but just for the sake of pushing through and just doing it, so I just continued.
Okay, how did your parents feel about it? Guys, Bulumko was studying at the University of Western Cape at that point when he was doing his dentistry. Okay, how did you tell your parents?
Yo, like I just told them, like I didn't even have a plan of how to convince them or how. I was so tired. I just said it. Like I just said it. I didn't have a plan of how to put it into words so that it sounds more interesting or more convincing. At that
Right.
point, that wasn't my goal. I just said what I was feeling and what I think of the situation, and I just told them.
Okay, so when you decided to drop out of dentistry, did you have this metric thing in mind? What was your plan?
Yeah, my plan. Oh, initially, because as I was saying, like all I knew at that point was that I did not want to be there at the University of the Western Cape doing that degree. So I didn't have a
Okay.
plan in mind. So like I just it's like so going back to Matric was also a way of buying time to actually think of what I want to be, because I don't want to find myself in the same situation when I change degrees. And now I changed degrees and I don't know what I want to be. So it was kind of me buying myself time also. So I didn't have a plan of where I want to be or what I want to do. I just had choices which were medicine and actuarial sciences at that point. But I chose to do like a metric uh just to buy myself time to think about what I actually want to study.
Oh, okay. So it was not like you thought, okay, I want to do medicine, so it means I must go back. No, you just
No,
thought, you
no.
know what? For me to policy kanda, ufuna to policy
Yeah.
inhloko, right? So
Position
what
over,
like,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah. And actually
let me
think,
go
yeah.
back.
Yeah,
Okay,
there was
take us through now. Okay, just explain. Cause for someone who might be at home, they don't understand how can I redo my matric. So you went to a high school next to your home. What did you do?
I took my set of results, my first set of results, and it was so late because schools were already open at that point. Because I was afraid to stay
Okay.
at home, that I want to go back to school. So I just took my results and I spoke to the principal at the school before I even told my parents, and I just told her the same story that okay, these are my results. I want to do metric again. Please give me a chance. And I think it helped me that my results were good because I was so late. It was like almost February at that point, but like she said, okay, let's do it. Like, you can start on Monday.
And I think you didn't go to the same school that you went to. You went to another school. You didn't go to your high school.
No,
What was the reason for
no, I
that?
didn't go. First high school that I went to was a private school, and like the second that I
Oh,
went to was a government school. So private schools, I don't think they do most private schools. They don't do the repeating metric thing. Yeah. So
okay.
yeah,
Bulumko, you just swallowed your pride and went to a government school.
yeah. Not that I had pride, but yeah, I had to because like I went to like a private school for the whole of my life. So it was actually my first time changing schools because I went to the same school for like 12 years basically. So it was my first.
Wow.
Yeah.
Any challenges during this time?
Yeah,
Like, did you face any challenges?
there were a lot of challenges, but my challenges are not the challenges that everyone would expect. Like it was like more challenges uh of adjusting, I'd say, because as I've said that I went to the same school for like 12 years, not even 12 years, like from play school and reception and plus, and there was those 12
Right.
years. Yeah, so I've been in the same school, so I was used to the culture of that school and how things are done in that school and the rules of that school. So it would be so confusing to my brain also, like adapting to that kind of environment because I've never been exposed to it. But yeah, as
Okay.
I I got the hang of it, and eventually I became
Okay.
part of it. Yeah.
Part of it. The kids were not laughing at you, like you didn't have that type of challenge, the bullying. Hey, when failile, usubuyile, you know, the type
No,
of thing.
no, actually, like I didn't have that at all. And the thing is, I think what
Okay.
helped me was how I did in my first set of results. Because what happened is when I got the first day, I had my results in my bag, and I was called by a teacher outside, and this one kid took my results out, and they showed everyone. So now when I came back into class, now everyone was kind of looking at me in a different way. I was like, okay, what is happening right here? And someone told me that, oh, actually someone took your results and showed everyone. And also everyone
Okay.
at me differently, like because of those results. Yeah, they thought they were
You,
good. Yeah.
okay. Okay. So I'm sure they thought also they could learn from you.
Yeah.
They could get something from
Yeah.
you. I really like that for you. Your parents were your parents supportive of your decision and throughout this time when you were going back to the school?
Yeah, actually, after like that thing of the shock was only like a thing of a day, yeah, or of a day,
Mhm.
full of hours, because yeah, after that point, it was all support, even from my siblings. Also, like my sister once again offered to apply for me again because she applied for me in 2020, and she didn't get tired. She offered to apply for me again. Like my father would take me to the school, and like everyone just became a part of it.
Mhm.
Got new uniform for me, and it was just a thing of like a whole family. It wasn't like
Family.
it was. They,
Wonke umuntu is in it.
yeah, everyone was in it.
Yeah. Okay. And what's the name of the school, the second school that you went to?
It's called Gobizizwe Agricultural High School.
Hi, say hi. Oh, Miss Nyanbingelela, you did a good job with this young man. But your first school, what was the name of your first school? The one that you've gone to like all your life?
It's called Holy Cross Education Center.
Guys, please like and share this video and leave any questions for Bulumko and compliments and just some words of encouragement because he's got a long way to go. You know, he's only at second year right now at the university, Stellenbosch University, you know. So he needs a lot of support and encouragement. And I would like to say hi to the parents, hi to the siblings, hi to the sister. What's the name of your sister? The sister that keeps on applying for you. What's her name?
Zenande.
Zenande. Hi. Zenande needs to shine. Okay, so tell us now it's 2022.
Mm.
Was it 2022, right?
Yeah, it was 20.
How did you feel? You were feeling good about the exams. Like you were feeling good. You could say, you know what, I'm gonna nail this.
No, not at all. Like not at all. I think the thing is like I was so surprised, as I said, that it was kind of a cultural shock because when we were writing exams, we were told that we were supposed to stay at school, like sleep there. So I was kind of shocked. Yeah, well, so it was that kind of situation because when I was doing matric for the first time, I used to write, go in the morning, come back in the afternoon after writing my exam. Immediately after writing, go out of school, come back to my room and study. But now the
Yeah.
situation school was for the whole period of your exams, you sleep in the school, you eat there, you don't go out. So like it was so hard adjusting because I'm not used studying around people also. So I didn't like
Mhm.
study. I think what helped me is studying throughout the year because I didn't have like a lot of time to myself to prepare because there's a lot of friends also around the same place. Your friends are here, everyone is here. So it was kind of a tricky situation, but I tried.
Tell me, how many of you were in the classroom? Just paint a picture for us. Like at your first school, where you used to like 25 kids, 30.
Yeah, so that was around about the number. I feel like in my grade 12, it was worse because it was COVID. So in my class, it was, I think I can actually count 5, 10, like less than 20, like in my class, like 20, 21. Yeah, that was in 2020.
And here, how
And
many
for,
of you were in this school?
yo, that was a lot of people. But yo, it was a lot more. Maybe 60 something in the class. It was a lot of students in this second.
You know what? I'm proud of you. I'm really like proud of you. It takes a lot of mental capacity as well. to just adapt and adjust to such a different environment. So tell us now, you are applying now, medicine is part of your plans. So you are applying now, it's towards the end of the year, you are applying. So there's medicine and what? What else did you apply for?
I applied for medicine, applied for actuarial sciences. I applied for, I think,
Okay.
engineering also.
So then your results come. Tell us now that it's January now, you're getting your results, it's 2022. What's happening? Where are you? Who's with you? How are you feeling?
So when I got my results, I was in East London because, as I said, okay, the days before, I think 3 days before, our principal called me, like, and then I had to tell my mom that I was called to the provincial awards. So I wasn't here at home when my results came out, so we had to leave and to go to the venue where the provincial awards would be held. So we were there. Yeah, so we were there, like in East London at that venue, and I was
Also, you already knew. You
I didn't.
already knew that's how you've done because you were okay. No, I see. Like you already knew. So you were in East London, that's where the ceremony was. Okay, tell us about that. And then what happens? I'm so
Oh,
invested in this story.
so in East London, we were when we got there, we were that was the day before the results came out. So they said us, and
Okay.
then student, I think it was 60 students from the Eastern Cape, so it was 60 of us. They welcomed us and they told us that we've made it into the top 60.
So you are in East London now. Each family got 3 rooms. So your parents are here, your siblings are here, and you were in
Mm.
the room by
My
yourself.
I was in the room by myself, so they shared the other 2 rooms, and I slept alone.
Okay. And then what were your results?
Like my results were not in detail, but like were 8 distinctions. So because I did 8 subjects, so I got 8 distinctions.
For all your subjects, you got, oh my God.
Yeah,
Guys, please congratulate him again. You got your bursary from the government, or which bursary did you get?
it's from the Department of Education from the Eastern Cape.
Okay, okay. So you can study anything you want, basically. That's what they
Yeah,
said.
yeah, that's what they said.
Okay. At this point, are you accepted for medicine or
Yeah, so that day was so busy. I didn't even have like proper time to check. So like I had some acceptances, but I didn't have like proper time to check until I got home. That's when, which was like a day after the day of results. So it was kind of, yeah, that situation. It was so busy. I didn't even have time to go through my emails, like see who answered or not. I checked that when I got home, and when I got home, yeah, there were like a lot of acceptances that I had gotten.
okay? So it was just a matter of choosing where you want to go, and medicine was your first choice.
Yeah, yeah, medicine was my first choice. Yeah, at this point,
Mm,
is my first choice.
okay. Wow. We are so proud of you. We are so proud of you. I know the village is proud of you and your parents
Thank you.
as well, you know. And please, a big shout out to your school, both your schools, but especially the second school. Like, just shout out. Who was your maths teacher at your second school?
Yeah, it was Miss Guy.
Oh, hi, Miss Guy Shine. Tell us, how has your year been so far?
Uh,
Like the first year.
yeah, it's kind of a roller coaster, I'd say, because like it's a lot more harder than Matric. I won't lie. Like it's a lot more harder. Like, and it's a little bit humbling. It is a lot more humbling, but yeah, you learn how to cope with it and learn how to find new things to make you confident besides academics. So you just find new ways to cope and just move with it,
Mm,
because it gets difficult and sometimes you fail a test and you just have to
mm,
learn how to create your marks from you or your words or your personality. You have to understand, okay, it's just a test. It means I didn't understand the
okay,
content properly. I'll understand
okay.
for the next test, and you just move on because there's no time. You just
Mm,
have to move on.
mm.
Yeah. So yeah,
Okay,
that
but
was a thing that.
you are delighted for, like, you are excited for the second year, like you want to. It's
Like yeah, like I'm excited for the second year because obviously I want to finish this degree and become a doctor eventually. But yeah, it is tough. I have a little bit of fear. Yeah, it gets tough.
okay. Yeah, no, you'll make it. I know you'll make it, and we'll stay in contact. And I'm sure this village would like to know more, like your progress as you progress. We'll keep in touch, guys. Don't forget to like this video and share it with someone that might need it. I know there's a lot of people who are in a similar situation. Maybe they would like to go back to do their matric. So now, Bulumko, tell me. You can just go to any school, or because I thought there were rules around it. This repeating of matric. Like, tell us about that.
No, there are rules about there are a lot of rules around it. It's only a few schools, and that's why I had to go to a school that's in the rural areas because like a lot of schools in town like do not do matric repeat. So I had to find a school in the rural areas, and I was lucky enough that it was my rural area where I found the school. So it wasn't much of a challenge because I stayed with my family and my aunts, and so yeah, you have to look for a school. There are certain schools that do repeat matric.
Okay. So maybe they should just go to their nearest, maybe the Department of Education, a second office. I think they
Yeah.
will be the best place to check. When you're doing your matric, during that time, you were not staying with your family.
No, I wasn't staying with my parents and siblings. I was staying with my aunts at
Okay.
my grandfather's. Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I see. Like, but that's typical for rural areas, like to have a child that is coming from somewhere else to study here. So it's something that is like usual. Tell us, what advice would you give someone maybe who is not happy because the results are out now and there might be people who are not happy with their result. What advice would you give them?
I'd advise them to actually evaluate their results and to not be afraid to start again. It's only 1 year of your life. You're probably gonna live like 70, 80 years or more
Okay.
even 1 year of
Mm,
your life. If you are brave enough to take that decision, uh, try to convince your parents to take that decision. Do not miss the train of taking that decision because it is life changing. So
mm,
just faith as much as there would be no one supporting you, maybe in your family no one is supporting you, no one is validating your decision that you're trying to take, but take
mm.
the leap of faith and just continue with your decision because it's just 1 year and it's going to change the whole of your
Mm.
life. It doesn't even matter that I don't like saying I wasted because it was part of the journey. It doesn't even matter that I went back to school because now I'm in Stellenbosch and no one is looking at the past. You are only looking forward. So just take the leap of faith and just know that it's only 1 year and just enjoy it.
Yeah,
If you feel
yeah.
like repeat, then it means that you understand that there is some potential that needs to be unleashed within you. So if you have that something that's telling you that you should go repeat, you should do. I would suggest you to do so.
Okay. Bulumko, tell us, because I know some people are scared with your mustn't apply with Billy, maybe kuzoba nenkinga. When you were applying the second time, they were just considering that you are doing matric. There was no
Yeah.
issue that Haibo, when you passed your matric already, like there was no issue with that.
Yeah, I think that becomes a challenge when you are rewriting. So it's more of a challenge when someone is rewriting like certain subjects, like rewriting maths and physics. For me, I restarted everything. So now when you do that, they reconsider you. They like as a normal student that is coming from matric. When you do that,
I'm glad I asked this question because you just given us clarity. Ukuthi, there are people who just want to rewrite a specific subject, and then there are people who just go like how you did. They will just go and redo their whole matric year. Okay, so you did your subject. Did you not struggle with your languages? Because I would assume your Xhosa was second language and now you must do it first language. How did that work out for you?
No, like it was the. I think what I struggled more with, because it was home language in both sides. Even here at school, I did home language for Xhosa, but the like what was more of a challenge is because in my previous school they were offering computer, and at my new school and in my previous school we had 7 subjects, and at my new school they we had 8 subjects and they didn't have computer, so I was left with 6 subjects that I was used to, so I had to add new subjects, which is in grade 12, which is geography and agricultural sciences. So I didn't do grade 10, grade 11 for geography and agricultural sciences. I had to start in matric, so that was the challenge.
But you still got A for them.
Yeah, luckily enough. And like geography was one of the highest, like better than most of those subjects that I did in my first matric. So yeah,
I win.
that was.
Aibo. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Bulumko.
Thank you so
When
much.
do we call you doctor? Phela, I know doctors are like, at what point are you called a doctor?
When when you graduate your Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery, so it's like 6 years. I think one is 2 years and one is 4 years. I'm not sure which one is which, but yeah, it's two degrees, Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery. So when you graduate both of them, that's when after the 6 years,
You,
you
you are
actually
called.
be a doctor.
Okay. Last question. How can parents support their kids if they want to go through this? Some of you guys, it's not even that you're a child. Maybe you are someone who already had a job somewhere, maybe but you don't like the job, but you want to go back to school. Maybe you're already 25. How can parents support people who like to do this?
I think like parents should be able to recognize that this is a hard decision, not only for them, because in cases like this, they tend to, not all parents, but most parents, they tend to make it their thing of, okay, my child is going back to matric, so I have to pay for school fees again. But they should understand that it's more of a sacrifice for the person that is going back to matric, and it took a lot for that person to get to that decision, and for them to be
Mm,
able to and make that request and leave everything behind, and some
mm,
people are leaving there to restart their careers. They should be able to
mm.
be accommodating and empathetic of it and actually understand how hard of a decision it actually is.
Okay. Thank you so much, Bulumko. Please say bye to the village.
Uh, Thank you so much.
Yo, guys, that was totally inspiring. I don't know if you're not inspired. I don't know. Ukuthi umuntu onjani. Yo. Like, what a nice chat. I hope, guys, you found value, from this conversation with Bulumko. Yo, what a guy. Hi parents again. Thank you so much for raising this young man to be lento ayiyona namhlanje, and thank you to all the teachers involved. Shine, guys. Please like and share this video with someone that might need it. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.